I did something different by speaking to the younger generation today. And stay tuned because I have more coming your way.
429 with Aliyah Sharif.
Welcome back to the 429 podcast, where we talk all things faith, family, business, love, and everything in between. I am your host, Aliyah Sharif. If you are new here, this is your first episode, your first time watching, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new episodes. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. My allergies have been messing with me since last Wednesday. It's just an itchy throat and I'm slightly congested, but I was determined to get this episode out. So I'm here. I may not be as animated as I usually am, but I'm here. Try not to focus on how I sound. Just try to focus on what I'm saying to you today. And before I get started, I just want to shout out one of my best friends, Carvina Mitchell, for my beautiful shirt. It was gifted to me during her visit to Flint, Michigan, for Memorial Day weekend. So I was just caught by surprise, but also happy. This is so cute. Thank you, Carvina. She also made another shirt for me. I'll have to put a picture of it. She does her thing with the shirts, y'all, so get with her, okay? I also want to shout out my beautiful line sister, Kim. I don't think I shouted her out, but the reason y'all can hear me so good is because of her. She gifted me this this mic. So thank you, Kim. I love you. Appreciate you. Okay, now that we got that out the way, let's get into our topic for today. So it's grad season. I've been seeing the pictures from graduation, and I know that this open house season is coming. I know they do that in the Midwest. I don't know if they do open houses everywhere, but I know we do it in the Midwest. So I'm looking forward to those. Congratulations to all the high school and college graduates. I thought this would be a great time to talk to the recent high school graduates or anyone considering attending college for the very first time. Now, some of you may have already chosen which college you'll be attending, and that's great, but still, I'm going to encourage you to go ahead and watch this video all the way through anyway. Now, for those of you who know you want to attend college, but just aren't sure where you want to go yet, I'm going to tell you what things you should keep in mind when deciding which college to attend. Make sure you watch to the very end because the last tip is the most important tip of them all. The very first thing you want to keep in mind is where the money at. What I mean is, have you considered how you're going to pay for school? When I attended college as an undergraduate, I attended on an academic scholarship for those who graduated valedictorian or salutatorian from their high school. I graduated salutatorian from Flint Northwestern. And with that scholarship, it covered my tuition, it covered my room and board. I think the only thing that I had to come out of pocket for were my books. Um, but even then, I had scholarships to cover that. So thank God for that. But what I'm going to tell you is if you're not attending college on an athletic or academic scholarship, then 9 times out of 10, you're paying for college out of your own pocket or out of your parent or guardian's own pocket, which can be very difficult. In this case, you should ask yourself, does the college I attend offer scholarships? If so, what kind? Academic, athletic, band scholarships, etc. And even if these types of scholarships are offered, they're not always full scholarships or full ride scholarships, meaning they don't always cover the full cost. Sometimes they may only offer partial scholarships, which is why it's so important to apply for scholarships not only at the college you desire to attend once you're accepted, but even scholarships, local scholarships. I know my former teacher, Mrs. Graham, Miss Sheila Graham, rest her soul. When it came to our junior and senior year in high school, we were applying to every single scholarship available. They had scholarships for left-handed people, church scholarships, different sororities, the alumni chapters or alumni chapters had scholarships available in the city. So on top of the scholarships for the desired college, apply to those local scholarships. I don't care if you got a full ride, apply because that's money. The next thing you want to consider is, does this college offer your program of study? What do you want to study in college? Do you want to be an engineer? Do you want to go to school for nursing? Do you want to be a teacher? Do you want to be a doctor? Do you want to be a lawyer, criminal justice? What do you want to study? I'll be completely honest with you. Before starting college, I had no idea what I wanted to study. I was on the phone with my sister one day who was in college. She was a year ahead of me. And this is when I was considering attending the Jackson State University, which I did attend and graduated from. Thank you. Before that, before I even knew about all of that, we were having a conversation one day. I was a senior in high school. She was a freshman in college. And she said, Lee, I'm sitting here in the computer lab doing homework, whatever. We were just talking. She said, what's your major? What you want to major? And I said, girl, I don't know. I didn't think about that. She said, well, what do you like to do? I said, you know what I like to do? I like to read and write. And I'm in my mind, I'm like, they not finna had no program about no reading and writing. So her and her friend did some searching, and they said, well, there is a English. They have a major for English down here. I said, what is that, like the English language? Y'all, I've had slow moments, so don't laugh. She said, no, English literature. It involves writing, word lit, and she just got to naming down everything. And that is actually what I ended up majoring in. I was an English major with a journalism minor. So readers and writers, there is a major for you. And a lot of people took that major, and a lot of my colleagues went into teaching. Some started off with the English major and then went on to law school, which is very common as well. Some went into PR like me and communications. So do your research. If you haven't already, I suggest you start thinking about what you want to major in. And if you're like me, think about something that you like to do. If you like to talk, journalism and mass communication may be a great major for you, especially if you like talking in front of people, getting in front of the camera. If you like working with the cameras, you can do production. Like, it's something for everybody. So just start off by thinking about what you like to do, what you're interested in. Um, I know a lot of people say, well, think about the money, think about, how much you'll be making. I didn't consider that because to me, it made no sense to be focused on money if I'm going to work doing something I hate every day. But to each their own. It's your decision. But yeah, I would encourage you to start thinking about what you want to do. The next thing to consider: location, location, location. Think about where it is you want to attend college. What city? What state? If you want to stay close to home, but you still want to have the on campus living experience, that's cool. Maybe consider attending a college in your home state, or even if you want the same city as your family. But if you want to get as far away from your family as possible, this is not funny. I mean, go for it. My initial plan was to stay in Michigan. I wanted to attend Michigan State. I wanted to attend, I think, what's another one that was on my list? Saginaw Valley. So yeah, I had no intentions of leaving the state. As I mentioned earlier, I ended up attending the Jackson State University in Jackson, Mississippi. That was a 15-hour drive from Flint, Michigan. That was a 15-hour drive. And the experience wasn't so bad, I guess, for me, because I had my sister there 3 out of my 4 years. And then by my 4th year, I was already acclimated. I had my group of friends. I had my whole little routine down, so it was cool. But even if I didn't have my sister there, I probably still would have ended up at Jackson State because they was paying for everything. That's where the money was at. Now, the last thing you want to consider, this is the last tip I'm going to give you. This is the one I said is most important. So listen closely. If you don't hear anything else I said today, I need you to listen to this. When deciding which college you want to attend, you need to make sure that this is a decision that you're making for yourself and not anybody else. Where you choose to attend college is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make in your life. And that's not even an exaggeration. When it came to my final 2 options, it was between Tuskegee University in Alabama and the Jackson State University in Jackson, Mississippi. And to this day, I don't regret my choice. I don't regret choosing JSU. I love all HBCUs. My time at Jackson State made me love all HBCUs. I'm a staunch HBCU advocate and supporter, but I do not regret choosing the Jackson State University. All of my best friends in my life at almost 30 years old are people I met more than 10 years ago when I stepped onto JSU's campus. They're still my best friends to this day. So I said all that to say you have to make this decision for you, and you have to choose wisely, because this is going to be your home for the next 4 years, or how many ever years you're going to be there. So wherever you choose to attend college, it has to be a decision you make for yourself. Not mom, not dad, not sister, not brother, not auntie, not granny or granddad, not boyfriend, not girlfriend. I had a boyfriend at the time, so I understand, how that can be. But I still chose to attend JSU. It was nothing against him, but like I said, I had to consider my future, and you should do the same. Needless to say, we didn't even end up together. So, say I made that decision, oh, I'm going to stay close to you, I'm going to stay. And I think like a year after I got to college, he moved to Texas. So, if just imagine if I would have stayed home or went to college in, somewhere near Flint for a guy. Come on. No. So again, that's why you can't make this decision for anyone else except you. Whatever your name is, insert it here. I had to make this decision for, insert your name here. You got to choose. You got to make that choice for you. So I'll close by saying to any soon to be college student watching this, I hope this information was helpful. If so, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and check in the comments to let me know what you're thinking. If you know someone who would enjoy this video or can relate to this video, go ahead and share it with them. And for all those who have attended college, what are some other tips to keep in mind for choosing the right college? Let me know in the comments below. I did something different by speaking to the younger generation today, and stay tuned because I have more coming your way. That's all for today, y'all. Thanks so much for tuning in. Lord willing, I'll see you really soon. But until then, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Bye.